welcome back, guys. We're back after an interesting week of Brewers baseball.
What's up, y'all?
Let's start off right off the jump. First series against the Pirates. The first game, we lost 2-4. Corbin Burns started that game, and once again, he could not get run support. Yeah, that was a rough one. And then game 2, we went on to win 7-3. Woody went 7 innings pitched and only gave up 2 hits, and our offense was able to provide for him. And then the final game of that series was a 4-5 loss after a Willie home run, and our offense couldn't do anything after that.
Pretty much died after the home run. It was pretty
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah, do you guys have any thoughts on that Pirates series? I know it was kind of...
I think we can start first with the pitching. Woody, for sure, ever since coming back off the injury list, off the injury reserve, he's been pretty consistent, lights out. I mean, he's been pitching very well, and our offense must love him because we get the doves behind him. Unlike Corbin Burns, who it seems can't find like anything. I don't understand, because he's had a bunch of just like great outings, and the team just never rallies behind him. I don't know. Maybe it's like because he's matched up against their best pitchers, but it's uncalled for. How like long it's been going on for it. He just didn't get any wins because our Brewers offense doesn't want to provide for anything.
It's horrible.
He's probably just waiting. He's just counting down the days till he leaves his team, and I really can't blame him.
You can tell just like going to the dugout how pissed he looks like when there's nobody's able to provide for him. It's just crazy how bad that's been.
Ever since that day, the stat where I pulled a stat off of, he had the 8 shutout innings, no hit innings against the Yankees, but from the game against the Pirates back, he'd given up 5 home runs in his last 3 starts. So I mean, he hasn't been perfect, but the Brewers offense behind him is not there, which is just depressing. Honestly, it's very depressing to watch this game. Just to go on the defense and just watch him pitch lights out, and then just to turn around and see him do nothing it's pretty sad.
It's so weird because we're seeing this team. We're like, we'll put up like 7 runs, 8 runs, and the next game we'll just get completely shut out. Yeah. It's like I don't understand how this is even possible.
Yeah, it's like we use all of our offensive power in one game, and we can't do it all 3, or like even it out between the 3 games. One game we'll get like a shit ton of runs, and then after that it's nothing. It's hard to watch.
Some people who are putting up their best efforts definitely are Adames. Monasterio has been doing good recently. He's been getting consistently at least 1, maybe 2 hit games. And then Mark Canha has been there on the contact. This man is boosting his batting average to like plus 260. He's been getting 1 hit 2 games, which is like, it's something. It's like there. He's contributing. He's not just sitting and dying like some other people. I think Carlos Santana, I think his strikeout rate's up there. He's striking out a lot of times. He's up bat, and he's not producing the hits that he was. He doesn't have the pop that he was, and which is very, I don't know. Hopefully he can bring it back, because it was there a couple series ago, and he was just popping off home runs every single time. And just like juice like that really helps the offense. Like the loss with Willie Adames' home run really sucked. The 4-5 loss, because most of the times he's been hitting home runs, a lot of home runs recently, and those are really leading to wins. So
I feel like, I mean, Carlos, he'll be back. He's a veteran. He's been in slumps before. Like, this isn't his first rodeo. Like, I'm sure he'll find the tweaks he needs to find. He'll be back. And then
for sure.
With Canha, you're seeing his on base streak is up to like 20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really insane.
Against the Yankees?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think so. But yeah, that's crazy.
I think the big thing that really sucks, or has been for these couple of series, like we said earlier, the hits are like, the runs are there and then the runs are not there. What really sucks is these runs in scoring position, like our RISP, like our average with runners in scoring position, it's all over the place. And what really hurts is when we can have a runner on 3rd and 2nd, or 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, or even no outs, and we've just seen consistently the Brewers can't get these guys in, which is just like, put the bat on the ball, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere besides like turning a double play, because we love doing that apparently when the bases are loaded with no outs. So that's just
the Rowdy special.
That's frustrating. The runners in scoring position. As soon as I see 2 outs on the board, I just give up hope, because I know the Brewers. We're not showing a tendency recently just to hit with 2 outs. So
Right, now we're going to be going on to the Yankee series that ended this weekend. That was the first two games was just a great offensive performance by us. We didn't really get to the starting pitching early on, but once they put in their bullpen, I feel like our offense really unloaded and really just started hitting the ball really good. Do you have any thoughts on that?
It was interesting with Luis Severino having like maybe the worst year of his entire life.
Yeah.
We got to him like later in the game, but then it came out that he was like injured.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh my gosh, seeing us get shut down by Luis Severino at first, I'm like, oh my god, this is bad.
Yeah.
But after that, Vets coming alive is like super nice. And then obviously the Yankees have been struggling offensively like crazy.
Yeah.
But just seeing our pitchers still like performing well, even when it's against a bad offense, it's nice to see.
And Monasterio has been great. I feel like since we signed Donaldson, he kind of took it personal, and he's really been performing and getting on base. And Tyrone, he replaced Yelich this weekend. Yelich was out with lower back injuries, and he performed pretty well. He had a few big hits in the game on Sunday, and then a home run on Saturday, I think.
Yeah,
So.
He had the RBI single to put us ahead 1-0. So, and that kind of leads into not even just this pitching offense, but I think our defense has been pretty top tier recently. Especially the infielding. Infielding has been insane. But then just going back to South Frelick in the outfield, I mean, this man has his moments at the plate. When he gets on base, he's fast and he's got the wheels. But then that translates to the outfield. He just he runs the routes. He makes the catches. He's reckless, like we saw with that game-saving catch.
He's definitely not afraid to put his body on the line.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times he slammed into a wall making a catch is like, if he broke the scoreboard the other day, like yesterday, like running for that catch, and he almost broke Weimer's nose. So, yeah, he doesn't care, but that's really great.
Yeah, it's good to see. For everyone, I feel like all of our outfielders, Weimer's had a few good catches too in center field when he's playing there, and especially with Garrett Mitchell back, I feel like we're gonna be a really young, fast, athletic outfield core in the next.
I feel like it's not talked about much. Like I guess I don't really pay attention to all the podcasts and people talking about just baseball in general. But I feel like our outfield is elite.
Yeah, it definitely. And once we develop these guys more, and once they start hitting the ball better, it's gonna be probably one of the best in the MLB for sure.
Really talking about a specific game here of that series. Because against the Yankees, it was really looking bright. I mean, it was rainy, it was wet, that series, but we were still fighting through, putting up an offense, and then we're looking to put up one of the first, that would be our first no-hit of the season, right?
Yeah.
And
the third in franchise history.
Because Burns was the last
Burns
one
did in
Cleveland.
21, him and Hader, and then the 80s was the last time we had a no-hitter, so yeah, that would have been cool.
Definitely got to talk about that.
First, let's just talk about Corbin Burns. I mean, he was actually doing pretty, his pitch count was pretty low I feel like if we had put up a run or two, he was going on the ninth inning, he was finishing that game. I know Counsell has the tendency to pull out pitchers sometimes, I know he's done that with Freddie a few times when he's got a no-hitter going, but he was in perfect position to throw a no-hitter, and our offense absolutely sold him. I mean, it's hard to watch, man.
Yeah, he definitely heated about that.
And let's the offense is crazy how we couldn't do anything for 11, 12 innings, and then when we went to extras after we gave up a hit, we decided to hit the ball and then give some runs, and then Andrew Chafin blew the game.
I would love to see his thought process. I would love to hear his thought process. I don't know if he was interviewed after the game, but Counsell, we had one of our best relief pitchers and Hobie Milner, who did end up giving off the walk-off hit. But I mean, he's been lights out. This guy has been shoving at the plate. He's been throwing absolute filth, confusing batters. And we decided to throw in Andrew Chafin. We even had Trevor Gill, who's been having a couple of decent outings the last time, and we threw in Andrew Chafin, who has not put up anything good ever for the Brewers. So that was one of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. When I saw that man walk out into the field, it was depressing because you just knew because he walked. Did he give up a hitter? He walked that first hitter, and then it was just bang, just a home run, and it's just what? Yeah. The fuck?
Because it's also, I mean, when we put in Uribe, it's good to see he's bounced back from that Rockies game. He's been pretty lights out. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts or anything on on Uribe or any other bullpen guys? Or
Nope.
All right, now for this week's Player of the Weeks. I'll start out. I got Andrew Monasterio is our Player of the Week. Andrew.
Respect.
Sorry. Andrew Monasterio. 5 RBIs in his last 5 games, and then he hit 2 doubles against the Yankees. He's just been really good. He's been stepping up, and for a rookie, that's what we need to see.
I think, from that perspective, because he was like a rookie, he's been hitting really well. But I picked the veteran, Mark Canha, because I looked up his stats. He's been hitting throughout the 6th grade, these 2 series, 7 for 21, which is 30. Yeah, he's batting 3.33, so which is really solid, and it's what we need from a veteran like this guy. And his on-base streak was at 20 before this last game against on Sunday against the Yankees. So he's just been consistent, Mr. Consistent. That's what we need from him. So
with Mark Canha, like how can you not say him? Like he's been the most reliable bat we've had like throughout like the past month. Like he's like
kind of flying low.
During the trade deadline, we hear Mark Canha, Carlos Santana, like, oh boy, this is whatever.
Yeah,
but then they're coming here in Milwaukee and they're performing, which I didn't know if that was gonna happen. So seeing him perform is awesome. I didn't really expect it, so can't blame me for that pick.
Crazy deadline trades that the turnaround on that. Wow,
yeah.
Very impressive.
Especially Andrew Chafin.
I mean, honestly, for the amount that we gave up, we didn't give up anything for either players, Santana or Canha, and they provided pretty well. So I mean, they're honestly not bad trades. I mean, that's all I can say.
And then for me, I also picked Andrew. You know, he's been, like Colin said, 5 RBIs in the last 5 games.
Yes, sir.
He's been awesome. Like honestly, I think he's been our best rookie.
Oh God.
Like no one saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. Like
I didn't even know who he was at the start of the season.
Yeah, I think he was in the minors since like 2014, and we call him up, and he's been our most consistent bat out of our rookies.
The cutest guy on the team too. I mean, he's got his little glasses. He's just he gets a double.
So yeah, that's what we got.
All right, thank you guys for watching this week. Like and subscribe if you're not. I don't know why you'd be watching our video if you weren't subscribed or liking it, but we'll see you next week. Peace.